The long-awaited power feed build. This is the original LMB chassis that I used in the first one. I fell out of favor with this one when I saw another one, but I will build the original in this one because this one will be sold. I have requests for these units. Also note that I built this thing upside down because of the environment it's going to be in. So you have this fold here, and these folds here that you don't get when you put it the other way. Save these for later, which will allow chips and whatever else to get in there if you have it close enough. This is going to be the bottom, this is the top. Put the top away for later. First thing that's going to go into your unit, you're going to mock up the power supply. Make sure you see this hole right here. This is where the top and the bottom halves bolt and screw together. That you leave that clear, because you don't want to run that through the bottom of your power supply. It may or may not be good. Let's not find out. So with that, I like this little beauty right here. Look at that. Well, I got those holes in there. Might as well do this one right here. Yeah, we're good. We have another one in here. No, it's easy to get to. This will do anyway. I just like to have one hold everything up, but you can see the space that I left right here for this hole. I'll drill those off camera. I'm sure you've seen holes drilled before. These holes are easy, and they're even easier because now they're marked. This one here I'll probably wind up drilling from this side, and you can see where it's marked on the outside. I've also marked the edge where the top comes together so I can make sure that I have nothing that's going to protrude into that. Always a little helper. I gotta do that on the front side. I'll do that later. In the meantime, a plug for my next product. This is the battery powered version of the X2 tachometer. This one doesn't have the sensor in it yet, which is why it'll lay down on the table. I tried my best. I could not get the display in the center, which is where I wanted it, which is where it is on the external powered versions, but this makes a nice little package, and it goes up with 2 screws in here, 2 screws on the magnetic ring. The battery is self-contained. It's momentary contact, so it's only on while you're holding it on, so you can't inadvertently leave it on and screw up a $4 battery. It turns off as soon as you let your hands off it. Now we'll go back to this, and I will come back shortly with the holes drilled. Well, I drilled the 3 holes, as you can see. One there, and one up here, which is slightly inboard of where the sheet metal will cover the outside. Next is the modular plug. I prefer this because it has a master power switch on it. Because if you do not have the power turned off, the stepper motor will lock the axis and you won't be able to turn it. Or you may, but it will be very hard. So you'll want one of these. Yeah, now I'm going to do the layout to put this in, and I like to put them in from the back side so that this is flush with the sheet metal. Like that, like I did on the original, and it will go right here, and I will put the switch near the top for convenience so you can reach over the box. and the switch is right there. Excuse me while I do the layout and I'll get back to you. As you can see, I have my layout lines and I tape close to it so I don't mar this real bad. And you'll see the outline on this that I'm following, this little raised section right here. So the only thing you'll see from the outside is just a rectangular area just around there. That's it. I'll see you when it gets done. I do this by drilling a series of round holes, almost touching, clip out what's left, and then file the shape. It's work, and it takes a while. Here we are at the half step of getting the first square hole made. As you can see, you want these just about touching, then I clip it out with a set of dikes and file to size. Here you can see I filed it just short of the mark. I really like a nice tight fit. So I'm a little short here, I'll be a little short here. When I finally get it up, I'll put the part in and I'll see just exactly what needs to come off to make a fit. And there it is. All nice and in there. You can put a fuse in here or a bar. Since my power strip has a breaker in it, I don't bother with a fuse in this. Also, you see that my holes all line up. If you don't have one of these, I recommend it. It is a automatic center punch. Does the job, does it better than trying to have 4 hands, one holding a punch, one holding a hammer, and 2 holding your work. I wondered how I did so long without one. And there you go, that's the first part. For those who are on my Patreon, the rest is coming up. If you bought it from me, we stand behind it.